The All Progressive Congress has said Governor Siminalayi Fubara's declaration that the Rivers State House of Assembly does not exist is not only reckless, but a direct affront to the constitution of the country. APC National Publicity Secretary Felix Moka, who said this at a press conference, said the House of Assembly is a creation of the Constitution and vested with the legislative authority of the state. According to APC spokesman, members of the Assembly were elected by the people of Rivers State in the same manner that Fubara was elected governor. Moka said that if the governor's declaration that the House of Assembly was non-existent was based on the fact that the 27 lawmakers who decamped from PDP to APC had lost their seats, then he was misled. He also said, contrary to PDP assertions, it is not APC that is calling for the impeachment of Fubara, but by his actions, conduct, and comments, the governor is actively and vehemently precipitating his own impeachment. Let me start with you, Mr. Daniel. What do you make of that?
Absolutely. The creation, the State House of Assembly is the creation of the law. But to me, Daniel Momo, those 27 do not exist. And it must be made clear. You see, once there is a defection, yes, you needed a speaker. Let's get this clear. The law didn't say once there is a defection, automatically you lose. No. You needed a sitting speaker to declare those seats vacant and write to INEC. What happened in December was that the now chief of staff to the president, who resigned, went to court, got an injunction, and he was functioning as the speaker of Rivers State in December, declared those seats vacant, including passing the budget at that time. And the actions he took, no court in the land has voided those actions. Until a court in the land has voided those actions, those 27s remain in the eyes of the law. As far as I'm concerned, they do not exist. It is the governor that we told them that these things you went to Abuja to sign was a mistake. You now came back and turned around and presented to them names of commissioner. Why? Why would you have done that? That to me was the disaster that happened at the Abuja meeting. Edison, or what's his name again, was the one who declared the 27 members seat vacant. And that remains until a court of law comes and void the action took by ADC at that time. Those actions remains law, including the budget of Rivers State remains a law.
Are you aware there was a subsisting order of interlocutory injunction by Justice Omotosho of the Federal High Court?
Saying what?
Recognizing Martin Samihuli.
After?
Are you aware?
No, sorry, see. No, I'm coming. These actions, let's get it clear.
Okay.
Who went to court first? It was Edison who went to court first. Got an injunction recognizing him.
Are you also aware but that at the time Edison went to court to get an injunction to recognize him, he was suspended, as well as the other 4 lawmakers?
Suspension?
Are you aware?
No, please. Suspended by who?
He was suspended by the House.
By the House
of Assembly.
The court, no, I'm coming. The court, look, the court will decide that. But I'm telling you.
If the court will decide that, why can't the court decide that of no, let me ask you.
Okay.
Is the constitution, that particular constitution, the 109, is it self-executing?
No, see, that's why I said you needed a sitting speaker. For example, I think what that portion didn't state is that if the 3 of us here suddenly decide to, maybe we are just the members representing the house here, and the 3 of us defect. It didn't state that as we defect, we automatically lose. You needed a body to declare, to formally declare that seat vacant. INEC can't take any position.
Has INEC?
No, this is
INEC recalled their certificates?
No, see, it doesn't matter. That is secondary.
INEC has been signed.
No,
INEC has a role to play.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
It's not just about writing letters to INEC. INEC has a role to play according to the Constitution. Are you aware of that?
No, of course.
Has INEC played that role?
INEC not taking that rule doesn't mean the decision decision that was taken that day was voided. No, INEC is secondary to the issue now. The primary issue is whether they are members of the Rivers State House of Assembly.
Before you can declare a seat vacant and it will stand,
okay,
there are procedures, those procedures must be followed.
Which is
I ask you, has INEC done their own part?
No, INEC not doing its part. It's second. That's what I'm telling you. What are the primary issues? It is the primary issues that you sort out first before you now call on INEC.
With a member that was suspended.
Suspended by who?
He was suspended.
Ajano court order that.
Are you aware?
No,
let's just lay the background. Are you aware he was suspended?
No, when we say, these issues are clearly, the man that was suspended by Saraki, by Saraki's group then at the National Assembly, he went to court up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said, you do not have power to suspend a member who was elected by the people. You are both equal. You are both equal. That law stands. If you come tomorrow and say you suspend me, based on what? I would see.
Now you said that only a court can determine whether that suspension is valid or not. Correct?
Yes.
Now that Edison here has come out to declare the seats of the 27 lawmakers vacant.
At that time.
27 lawmakers
no.
also challenged that in court. They challenged that in court. So there is a litigation on ground.
Okay.
And based on that litigation, it is only a court. Now, do not forget, even the Constitution has a proviso.
Okay.
The Constitution has a proviso. Yes. And they gave reasons for their defection based on that proviso. Now, the thing is, it is only a court that will determine whether the reasons they gave is in line with that proviso or not.
But this,
so pending is it not fair that pending when the court determines that, they continue to exist? Now, do not forget, there is already a court order saying, a subsisting court order saying, this Martin Samewule remains the Speaker of the House. So what is going on after that we have two parallel
no. See,
two parallel court orders
See,
from courts of coordinate jurisdiction.
Fine, why the courts do their amicadabra? That is their problem. We must, in my place, they said, when firewood fall on each other, you start removing from the top.
Okay.
The first issue was Edison a Speaker of the Rivers State Assembly? We must sort that out. Was he? If he was, remember, after the Abuja something, he didn't just walk away. To allow the process work, he resigned.
We'll still come back.
No, I'm coming. He resigned his membership to pave way for them to come in. And I'm saying that the decisions he took within that short period of time, are they law or not? We must find out first before we now start saying a court recognizes. No, we must find out the decisions he took as the Speaker, which was part of voiding the seats.
Which I asked you if he followed due process.
What was due process?
Right.
He's the Speaker at that time.
Did he follow
and
due
I'm
process?
saying that is the mistake that the government made in that. You cannot, those are constitutional issues.
Right.
You cannot go to Abuja and sign those things.
We'll still come
so for me,
yes,
they do not exist.
All right. We'll still come back to you, but I want Mr. Lekojo to have his say. Mr. Lekojo.
Go ahead and ask me the question.
Now, the question is simple. What do you make of APC, reacting on Fubara's statement that he has recognized the Rivers State House of Assembly?
But I think about 3 days after that pronouncement, I think we were on this same platform and we condemn it. We condemn it seriously because as a governor, he is the leader of the executive. In the legislative, he has no business with them. Understand? But for him to, that's why I said it that day, I didn't know what must have come upon him that day for him to pronounce that they did not seen them, because Fubara is not a court of law, and his pronouncement does not make any meaning. So he wouldn't have even pronounced that one at all. But after about 3 days later, the court pronounced them illegal.
Ex parte order.
Ex parte order, which will remain until 29th of May or thereabout.
No, the ex parte order will last for 6 days. Ex parte order only lasts for 6 days.
For 6 days. Okay,
yes.
Let's wait after the 6 days. But to me, in the eye of the law, actually, the law has pronounced, because it has been a decision of a court of policy, that's the Supreme Court. Whatever they pronounce, it becomes a policy, it becomes a law on its own. But that does not mean that if the Supreme Court said they are not members of, they should vacate their office, there must be a pronouncement. And after that time, Fubara made such a pronouncement. And people were still contending, and I will still saying, the four of them that time with Fubara, are they constitutionally competent to declare 27 members illegal? I don't know. And I don't know if the rule in that time, because they contradicted themselves, you see one court as if Chopo will declare this, another one at Trumo Lumini will counter it, another one from Bonny will, you know, that is where the National Judicial Council, they even need to come into the issue in Rivers State to warn all these justices of equal jurisdiction and contradicting themselves. It makes mockery of our judicial system. So, but to me, the right thing has been done now. That is the order now.
The ex parte order.
The ex parte order.
Okay, let's talk about the ex parte order.
Yes.
Mr. Lekonjo. Now, do not forget, prior to this ex parte order,
yes,
there were two parallel orders, right? Now, the order of interlocutory injunction recognizing Martin Amehule is still subsisting. Now, according to the law, a court of coordinate jurisdiction cannot set aside the subsisting order.
But it's happening today in Nigeria.
Right. Now, this ex parte order is illegal because the right thing that should have been done, the only, as it stands, the only order that can actually set aside these subsisting orders is the order from a higher court.
Yes.
Now, Okojombo, who is a legislator, and you would expect understands the law because they are the ones making the law.
He may not understand. He may not understand. It depends on the characters.
Going to fish for ex parte order from a court of coordinate jurisdiction. And that's on one side. How do you build legality on illegality? If that, according to the Constitution, that ex parte order is unconstitutional, should it be obeyed? That's the first question. Now, the second question. The judge that gave Judge Wale, Justice Wale, with due respect, that signed this ex parte order, right, to declare the seats of the 27 lawmakers vacant, pending when the matter is determined.
Yes.
Can you honestly say this judge at this point is fair? Because if he has said in his ex parte order that the seats of the 27 lawmakers are now vacant, and he has instructed that they cannot conduct legislative functions, and that Martin Amehule, Right Honorable Martin Amehule, should no longer parade himself as the Speaker of the House, then at this point in time, wouldn't it raise concerns from the Martin Amehule's camp? How are they going to get justice from this? Because if he's given an ex parte order of this nature and he's saying pending determination of the suit, that ex parte order, is it not judgment on its own? So make it make sense to me. I know both of us, we are not legal luminaries, but then judiciary has brought themselves to a point that their actions have to be discussed at this point in time. What do you make of that?
I like all you ask questions, you answer some. But I want to tell you clearly, I've said something. Mm-hmm. Where is National Judicial Council in all this? To me, what is happening here is what I can call judicial rascality. When a brother judge of equal jurisdiction will rule, give order, another one. Don't be surprised now that Amehule will come with one order from Kano State High Court. Don't be surprised, or somebody will come. There was an issue here before. Somebody went as far as to Borno State High Court to go and bring order to stop something that is happening in Edo State. You understand? So in all this, you understand? What matters to people in the Western world is because they believe that politicians will come in and go, but those people that are managing the interpretation of the law, you understand? How are they managing the interpretation of the law? If the people that are supposed to manage the interpretation of the law are mismanaging it, they are leading us to a lawless territory. You understand? Don't be surprised that Martin Amehule and his team, they are not sleeping. They will just go on to Ikeja High Court to go and bring another order. You understand? Before you know, on one matter, you see more than 20 orders. Most of these are for pecuniary gains. So the National Judicial Council should wade in. They should not allow our politicians to destroy our judicial and legislative system. The legislative system, I am not taking them as too important like the judicial system. Because you like it or not, 4 years, some of them will pass away. They will still be alive, they will no longer be in politics. But in a situation where our judicial foundation, these people are shooting rocket to it every day in order to weaken it. Where are we leading to? Where are we heading to? Just like my brother has said, in all this, what is bringing about all this, the proverb we want to make, you understand, is Agbakiwu Aloja Kore Omotutunwo. That is, the elders are in the market. A woman is backing the baby, but the head of the baby is bending, that could lead to death. The elder will quickly rush and set the head of the baby right. What are the elders in River State? I said the same thing on another platform this morning. The traditional elders, the political leaders, the religious leaders, what are they doing? They have taken side, seeking fat envelopes. They are even decamping from the people that are supposed to make things work. You understand? I listened to former Governor Wike during the weekend when he said, I'm not seeing myself as God. I can never be God. But God must definitely use somebody. You understand? People should call these two gladiators together. The elders should call them together. One must tender apology to the other. You like it or not. That is the way we live in Yoruba land. In Yoruba land, there is nothing that will happen between me and my children. And they will say, I should prostrate for my children. It is not possible. It is my children that will say prostrate before me. And I will now say, okay, I have forgiven you. The matter will end there. There is no way if they refuse to bring these two people together. God has used one to bring about the other. Let us face fact. They should settle. If Wike today and Fubara, if people see them, that the two of them put one bottle of mineral in the front and they serve their glasses, all this nonsense will stop. If you don't do it from the top like that, you can't achieve it from the bottom. You can't achieve it through their followers. Because some of their followers are not even praying for peace. Because they will go and sneak to this man and say, Oga, I don't gather 200 persons. They will, Oga, the way they will go and fight in social place. Oga, you answer, that is what they are doing. And these two men are going their separate ways. And going their separate ways, you understand, is affecting the economy of this state. I pray it will not affect the security of the state.
Yes, just briefly, about the ex parte order. Let's not get it wrong. The ex parte orders are legal orders. ex parte orders are meant to arrest a situation that's probably falling bad within a short period of time. It's not something that's supposed to last long. 7 days. That's okay. Both parties hold on. You are recognized. Then everybody come before me. But unfortunately, the politicians have explored the loopholes and now using it as something to antagonize each other. Oh, because I quickly want to do this, I get an ex parte order. Like he said, there was, I was smiling when he was saying it. That was when I heard from Ishokbo something caught.
That was Edison.
That was now wondering, what is the issue? So Port Harcourt courts here are no longer functioning or what? That aside, you see, you mentioned certain issues which the four did not recognize, which is, after the bomb issue at the River State House of Assembly, the Army Hule camp came, and before you know it, they said they suspended. You can't suspend somebody you never gave a fair hearing. If you accuse me of anything, can I have those allegations? Can I come before a competent house to say this is what I have done? The day you accuse them, the day you place a suspension. No, that is not fair. And that is why we must begin to look at the genesis of all of this crisis. I cannot sit down, for example, and some people just come together because they have the numbers, and the day they accuse me, and the day they suspended me. Okay, where is the fair hearing for me to even make my case? Okay, we have heard him. Can we then put it to vote to say 13 between 12, 10 between 15? Oh, you had to go and suspend. If that was even done, that would have even been considered as, okay, they were even given fair hearing.
Yes.
But the day you accuse them, the day you suspended them, no one has the instrument of illegality. Others will show to you that they can also go the length you are going.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm saying that until and unless the ex parte order taken by Edison, until it is
by Okojumbo, not
no. I'm only saying, I'm looking at December.
All right.
Until a court now comes and say whatever Edison had done at that time.
You said the ex parte order taken by Edison.
Yes, except
the ex parte order is higher than a subsisting order of interlocutory injunction.
No, let's get this clear.
All right, continue.
What I'm saying is that in all honesty,
a court actually rendered that null and void.
No.
Continue.
What a court did was to nullify the budget. The court did not nullify the actions taken by him, and that was even appeal. So for me, you cannot perpetrate illegality and you think others do not have same power and same instrument to perpetrate that same illegality. And so until a competent court had come to say whatever Edison had done within December so and so to this time is illegal, then they can be recognized as members of the State House of Assembly.
All right.